Let's start with New York Jets quarterback Zach Wilson, who is taking the heat. First of all, I guess we need to relitigate the NFL draft from this past spring, because there's already a lot of smoke coming out of New York Jets camp about whether or not Zach Wilson is a bust. Now, he hasn't played a single game. He's only been through, a handful of practices, and yet there are people saying he's a bust. Jake, is it too early?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's way too early. I think, he's already late in the process because of the whole contract negotiation and everything, that they had to get done there. They finally get that accomplished, and now he's figuring it out, and I still maintain, no matter how good you were in college, there's a huge adjustment period in the NFL. It is a bigger, more physical game. It's faster. And the expectations are higher. You're not a BYU anymore, man. With all due respect to BYU or any college program, the NFL is just a different level of football. And so I think when you start getting into camp and you're working on things and you're getting used to things, you're not going to look good. Obviously there's going to be a learning curve, and I think that learning curve is different for everybody. So the idea that nobody's called him a bust outright, but people are starting to compare him. We're starting to get the hey, he looks like this guy or that guy, kind of conversation.
What?
And I just think it's way too soon, dude. The guy hasn't even played a game yet. I don't know why we do this to guys, but it is too soon in my opinion.
Well, when you're the second overall pick in the NFL draft and you're playing in New York.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how can guys like Colin Cowherd not say stupid things like this?
Zach Wilson reminds me a little too much of Johnny Manziel. Small, cocky, and comes from wealth. Hope he does well. There's a little Johnny Manziel here.
Bruh.
Oh, boy.
Come on.
First of all, no. Zach Wilson does not remind me of Johnny Manziel whatsoever. Johnny Manziel was a crook in college and an addict in the pros. Zach Wilson has never been a little bit of Johnny Manziel. And obviously, you know what? We've talked about it on this show that I can take about 10 minutes of the herd once a week. And that's really it. There's a burnout factor there. Because Colin Cowherd says things like this on a regular basis. He says things to stir the pot, inflame the people, bring the masses to the radio.
Shock job.
Yeah, and that's exactly what this is out of Colin Cowherd. With all due respect to Colin, he clearly is far more of an NFL aficionado than either one of us. You're way wrong on this. And I think Zach Wilson, does he come from wealth? Yes. Is that a problem? No, it's not. We've got to stop, as I always say, shaming rich people in this country, because there's nothing wrong with being rich. Second, he's not an addict. He's never shown tendencies to be lazy or not prepared or have an attitude problem. And as far as cocky and arrogant goes, do you want a quarterback who's not? Think of all the great quarterbacks. Is Tom Brady arrogant? Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
And I love every second of Tom Brady being arrogant. If you think about guys like, what do they say about Justin Herbert? Oh, he's aloof because he's quiet.
Uh-huh.
There's not a problem with Zach Wilson being rich, and if you want to call him arrogant or cocky, cool.
By the way, you're playing in New York. I think you have to have some of that,
you better.
Some of that, attitude about you, and that's why I say I think guys like Colin Cowherd, and I haven't really heard too many other people say that again, like I said before, Cowherd's not calling him a bust per se in those exact words, but you're comparing the guy to Johnny Manziel.
Oh, he's getting close.
Yeah, I mean, he's walking right up to the line without saying it, and I think that so part of this is that Cowherd needs his ratings and needs people talking about him. Okay, I get it, but saying things like this right out of the gate is just foolish. I think Zach Wilson is somebody who is going to go through the learning curve, and then once he figures it out, is going to be really good. I don't really have any doubts about that.
There's nothing that he's done that says he's a bust.
Yeah.
There's not. Now, there is an issue with Zach Wilson, and it's his mom. And this always sucks, by the way, Because when your parents are in your way,
What?
what? When your parents are in your way, it's a problem. And is his mom on the football field? No. But Zach Wilson's mom is that mom who realizes she has a very small window in time to become relevant. And I think she is desperate to become relevant. And I think she's one of those people who is going to do everything she can do to leverage her son being the starting quarterback of the New York Jets, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft. She, Mrs. Zach Wilson's mom, is going to do everything she can do, including be a menace on social media. And we've talked about this on this show a lot. There are people, usually with huge asses and the last name Kardashian, who love to be influencers, who have millions of followers, who everybody listens to, and they buy everything from thongs and diuretics to jewelry.
Yeah.
Because Kim Kardashian's clapping ass told them to.
Right.
Zach Wilson's mom's not at that level. Yet she will do things like walk through Sam's Club and advocate for cooking pans. She will just be obnoxious about every little cooking hack. And I'm having a party and I'm going to do this. And, oh, all of you wanted to be invited to my party? I don't have room. She literally said on her Instagram, I don't have room for hundreds of thousands of people at my home. And it's like, listen, lady, you've got 27,000 followers. No 100,000 people are asking to come to your house for a party.
No.
Okay, so I understand that on Instagram and TikTok and social media, we create this
Alternate reality.
of who we really are. And I think that's what she's doing. But there comes a point where it becomes detrimental to Zach Wilson. And if you needed any further proof of that, here is Lisa Wilson, Zach Wilson's mother, talking about how Zach Wilson, her son, asked Lisa Wilson, his mother, to deactivate her social media accounts.
People out there that think I embarrass my son. Has he asked me to take down my social media? He has before. And he says, Mom, if it's about money, I'll give you money. I said, Zach, I don't need your money. He says, Mom, you don't embarrass me, but I can't stand these people treating my mom like crap. And I said, Zach, you know what? If you saw the messages that I receive every single day from women that started exercising again, women that are learning to cook for the first time ever, women that are changing their relationships with their husbands, women that tell me that the only reason they're getting out of bed is because of my Instagram. The only thing that kept them from taking a handful of pills is because something I said that day resonated with them. I refuse to abandon those people. I can take the heat. Bring it on.
Okay, that's Lisa
Oh my
Wilson,
God,
Zach
you're
Wilson's
such a
mom.
hero.
Okay, the parts where she's like, women that are changing their relationships with their husband because of me. Women who say that the only reason they didn't take a handful of pills was because I inspired them.
What would I do without you?
You have 25,000 followers, lady. Like, with all due respect, and I'm sure that she inspires people. If you're watching, no, you didn't, Ms. Wilson, you didn't stop anybody from taking a handful of pills. I have my doubts that you're saving marriages across the country.
Well, let's talk about it. I'm a good listener.
I have my doubts.
What? What?
Now, admittedly, I don't follow her. I'm not really in her demo.
Dude, I didn't know, to be honest with you, I didn't know this was a thing until this morning. That
This
Lisa
is- oh,
Wilson
you
was
really?
this much of a problem.
Oh my God! People call her the LDS Karen. People call her
The LDS Karen.
yes. And you know the thing is, and this is part of the thing we always talk about here in Utah.
Yeah.
Is that, and this is the problem with the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, by the way, is that there's this myth about Mormon women that they are perfect and pristine, and that they have beautiful, traditional marble slab kitchens.
My fucking ass.
and their husbands and their 1,800 children, they have perfect lives, and they all paint the white picket fence together.
God bless.
That's the myth about Mormon women. Because here's the shocking part. I don't know if you know this. Mormon women have sex. Mormon women, they drink caffeine.
What?
I know. Mormon women go grocery shopping on Sundays.
What?
Oh, snap. This is the problem. And then you have somebody like Lisa Wilson, Zach Wilson's mom.
Yeah.
I don't care how you live your life. If you are LDS or Mormon, hey, cool, man. If what you do behind closed doors is up to you. If you drink alcohol, if you watch R-rated movies, I don't care. But then don't get on social media and act like an elitist because it hurts Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
And Zach Wilson already takes a load of garbage because, well, he's the best looking person on the planet. Mm-hmm. I'd hit that. Mm-hmm. That's an honor code violation, by the way.
Do you want to set up the meeting?
Zach Wilson already gets a lot of junk for being a really good looking dude with perfect white teeth. Mm-hmm. He throws one incomplete pass over the head of a coach and he's a bust. He doesn't need his mom talking about how she's saving housewives' lives and preventing them from taking handfuls of pills because she made an Instagram post about $20 pans at Sam's Club.
I refuse to abandon those people.
And by the way, God, that drop is already and by the way, it is very prototypical that you shop at Sam's Club and not
That's
Costco.
so fitting, dude. So fitting.
The profile of the Sam's Club shopper versus the Costco shopper.
Oh, what a loser!
I mean, don't shop at Sam's Club, please. Anyway, the point is, Zach Wilson's mom is a problem.
Yeah, and so it doesn't help this whole thing about, Zach Wilson. I'm not even ready to call it a narrative yet. I'm not going to sit here and call this a narrative just because Cowherd said it. I don't think that people are going on Get Up or any radio show or, any sort of major appearance and saying Zach Wilson's a bust. We're not there yet.
No.
We're not even close to there yet. That's not even in the realm of conversation. In fact, what we should be saying is he's doing a great job, taking the criticism and getting better. And to me, that's the biggest thing that the Jets signed up for, which was, hey, we're going to take you number 2 overall, and we're going to take you with the understanding that, starting you right out of the gate, there's probably going to be some issues. There's probably going to be, mistakes made and a lot of learning that happens. So I don't know, man. I'm not going to sit here and call a guy who had a hell of a year at BYU, who's been nothing short of a hard worker and committed to his craft. I'm not going to call that kind of a guy bust, man. This is if I was Zach Wilson, I'd be insulted by the Johnny Manziel comparison. I mean, that's just trash.
If I were Zach Wilson, I'd be using this for kindling for my fire. I mean, this is exactly the kind of thing you need. But again, I think we as parents, and if you're a parent, I think you can understand this. You're a virgin, so you're not a parent. But anyway, the point is, as your parent, we do incredible damage to our kids, and we don't. It's not that we're trying to do that. It's not that we are purposefully doing that. But like the example that I always use about myself is I gave you everything. Like I handed you a lot of things, and I should have made you earn your first car. I should have made you earn, your baseball fees by getting a job. Things like that. I shouldn't have given you your first 12 phones. Things like that. Like I shouldn't have thrown you in the pool with your phone in your pocket. Okay, I should have done that. That only helped you. The point is, I think we as parents damage our children without even trying, right?
Uh-huh.
But then we turn around and we do these things that are very intentional. And what Zach Wilson's mom is doing is very intentional. The idea that you're an influencer because your son plays for the New York Jets, you're not, and the comparison that comes to mind is Brenda Warner, who is Kurt Warner's wife. That's an influencer.
Right.
That's somebody that through her faith, through her life, through her walk, through her battles with health and motherhood and all of this stuff, Brenda Warner became a movement. The issue is that Lisa Wilson is trying to gravy train off her son, who hasn't even made it yet. And to me, whether it's his money, and I'm not saying she's taking his money because Lord knows they have enough of their own, but whether it's his money, she's taking his money, whether she's actually physically taking dollar bills from him or not.
He says, Mom, if it's about money, I'll give you money. I said, Zach, I don't need your money.
Because she is impacting the way people view Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson's mom is impacting his reputation. Zach Wilson's mom is impacting his ability to be an influencer. Zach Wilson's mom is making it so that I guarantee you in the Jets locker room, he takes a ration of shit over that. And I cursed, Jake. I apologize.
Yeah, I mean, you're
But you know what I'm saying. Like,
yes, he does.
This is a problem for Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
And now it just turns up the microscope on him. Mm-hmm. So, having said that, do we care at all that he is struggling in Jets camp? Because by all accounts, he is struggling in Jets camp.
Yes, you have to care, but I don't think we should be saying, oh, because he's struggling that he's just not he's not going to live up to it, or he's not going to be what a number 2 overall pick should be. I mean, that I just think that we're way too early on for any of that stuff. I think that. Again, you're talking about a guy who with all due respect to Zach Wilson, he played at BYU. He didn't play in the SEC. He didn't play like the very tippy top best. And so I think when you take the leap from BYU to the NFL, again, you're gonna see a lot of a lot of stuff that you're gonna have to learn and adjust to. And that's why I say I'm really not surprised to hear that the guy is struggling in Jets camp. I mean, again, instead of saying that he's struggling, why don't we say, hey, yeah, he's going through the learning curve? Because think about it. If you say he's going through the learning curve, that sounds a hell of a lot better than, hey, this guy's struggling and sucks. But that's what we do. We say, hey, he's struggling. He doesn't look good. He looks terrible.
Right.
And it's like, dude, what has he been out there for?
15 minutes?
Like, right? Like, he's been out there for 2 seconds, and we're already saying that the guy sucks. Like, that's why I say, like, should we care? Well, yeah. I mean, it's Zach Wilson. If you're a BYU fan, this is the first quarterback you've had that's meant anything for quite some time. Yeah, you're going to care. But at the same time, you shouldn't be hitting the panic button. You shouldn't be like, oh, man, this guy was a gimmick at BYU. He had one good year, and that's it. Like, we got to give this guy some time. Like, if it's, we get to week 4, week 5, and he still looks like crap, okay, then maybe there's a conversation there. But we're way too early on for any of this stuff right now.
Yeah, and the struggle that I have is that you again, it's so hard to be a quarterback in the NFL. I hope people realize that. And one of the things we're going to do right now is talk about the NFC West, and the fact that there are 2 teams, in my opinion, that really have to have breakout years, and I think both of them are tied to the quarterback, and a la Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson is the New York Jets right now. The wide receivers, the running backs, the D-line, O-line, none of that matters.
Yeah.
It is Zach Wilson. They are going to fly and not fly based on what Zach does. And so I think that's already difficult enough. So, if I were able to advise Lisa Wilson, I would say just fade into the background.
You can leave, or you can stay and shut up and act like an adult.
Right? Like, let your kid have his spotlight. Because you are in his spotlight whether you want to be or not. And I think that's a huge problem. And Zach is never going to come out and say, hey, you're a problem, Mom. Well, he's not going to do that. Lisa Wilson needs to step forward and realize what she is. So before we get to that, let's get some of your comments in here. Oh, because there's a lot. Tua Anga says, you are, why, and then a bunch of U's and a bunch of R's. Hi. Cody Strickland, good morning to you, buddy. He says, hey, guys, only watched Monday's show so far. Jake, good question about 305. See, the myth is 305 is an actual woman in your life, and her name is 305.
Uh-huh.
Not that you would know because you've never met.
All right.
How did you get each other's number but never met?
Yeah, so I had... so 305 is I live in an apartment complex, and I have neighbors, obviously, and 305 is the woman who lives 2 floors above me. And I had car parts delivered. They dropped it at her door, and this box of car parts happened to be like 50 pounds. So, no, of course, she didn't bring that down 2 flights of concrete stairs. But my number was on the shipping label, so she texted me. That's how she got it.
Sean Mirzinski says, morning, guys. I just saw your TikTok. The shopping cart ones are hilarious.
Yeah.
We play shopping cart golf, if you will, and it is fun. Find me on TikTok, The Monty Show, Monty, The Monty Show. James Knight says, morning, guys. Not much of an NFL fan, but I will try to debate it anyway. Well, welcome to the show. I know it's not the
fucking show.
Yeah, I know it's not AFL, but it is what it is. Look, it's Corey Grocock. He says, do you know how long the Xbox will take to ship, bro? That thing was hundreds of dollars to ship. It'll get there.
It's with them. I mean,
Yeah, it's
it
not
was
on us.
what was it? What's today? Wednesday? Yeah, we dropped it off not this past weekend, but the weekend before.
Yeah, it was like a week ago.
Yeah.
So you should get it soon. You're far away. I don't know if you know that. Boats don't fly. Brylark says, oh boy, Lisa Wilson thinks she's a prophet. Bad news, correct?
Yeah.
Cornerback Eli Apple had the same problem with his mom. Now look at his NFL career. It's trash. I think Zach is heading down that road. Relax. Giggity, good morning to you, sir, says she sounds like she has a few loose screws. Lisa Wilson just likes herself a lot. And if you're just tuning in and I see a lot of you just popping in, Lisa Wilson is Zach Wilson, New York Jet, BYU alum quarterback, Zach Wilson's mom.
Not to be confused with Luca's mom, because I know there could be some confusion there. This is Zach Wilson's mom.
Okay, can you not put Lisa Wilson and Luca's mom in the same sentence?
Why not?
Because Luca's mom is smoking hot.
Well, a lot of people say that Lisa Wilson's hot.
Right, but Lisa Wilson talks, which dramatically lessens her hotness.
The only thing that kept them from taking a handful of pills is because something I said that day resonated with them.
No.
I refuse to abandon those people.
Like, did you think through that before you said it?
Oh, my
because if you
God.
watch the video of her
Dude.
saying this, that's a video on Instagram.
Oh.
If you watch a video of her saying that, she's like, well,
Dude.
quickly think of a story. There are women who, how can I add to this? Said, like, that's what it looks like. You didn't think through that. James Knight says, Grocock, you're banned. Take your Xbox and beat it. Okay. Tanner Plummer says, caffeine has been legal in the church for years, Monty.
Tanner, please. We know it's legal. The point is the misconceptions
It's a
about LDS
stereotype.
people.
It's a stereotype, Tanner.
Yeah.
Work with me.
I think that's HIPAA.
Come back and listen again when you get out of gym class today. eBay the sofa, sir. I'm a dick. I admit it. I love you, Tanner. Well, like in a listener host kind of love way, not like in an. So see what I meant. Okay, let's move on.
You know.
eBay the sofa surfer says just saw photos of Zach's mom. Yeah, she's a hottie, and I could care less what she says because she is hot. But see, and I've always said this, and if you're a woman listening to the show, I respect you and I love you, and I'm not Aubrey Huff, who we're going to talk about in a minute. How do I say this? If you let's say you're a perfect 10, who's the hottest woman right now? The hottest woman you can think of? Go. Okay, Mila Kunis. How does it take
Mila
you?
Kunis.
How
Fine.
do you not have a go-to forearm strengthening vision in your mind?
No, not at whatever time it is. No,
Come on, bro.
Not at 7 in the morning. No.
Mila's Kunis is the hottest chick that I can think of. I follow her on TikTok.
Mila's Kunis.
If Mila Kunis were unintelligent, full of herself and talked too much, she wouldn't be a 10. She'd be like a 4.
Mm-hmm.
So with tact, I say, if you're hot, talk less. Like, I think it just is, whether you're a guy or a girl, really, but I'm just going to move on because this is not going to end well.
You gotta fuck one, marry one, kill one.
Right.
Go.
Zach Wilson's mom is the... But do you want to repopulate the earth with a woman that talks like that?
I mean,
Or try the act of repopulating the earth? I mean, do you...
It's not the best situation, and we all know that.
yeah. I mean, thank you. It's
Lucas,
tough.
the thing is, Lucas' mom doesn't speak great English, so you don't have to worry about what she's saying.
That's very true.
Nod your head and just,
Yes, that's very true.
keep the jackhammer
Very
rocking.
efficient.
I'll stop because now I'm being an idiot. Brylark says, do you think she's going to get LeVar Ball level? Oh, my God. How about LeVar, like, cheering on Jello at Summer League?
Yeah, well, but see, here's the thing. Like the problem with the LeVar thing is that now he can say, "I told you so."
Yeah, that dude's seed produces NBA players.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
My
that
God.
like that. Now he can say, "I told you so." We all laughed at him when he said all three of them were going to be in the league.
Well,
and
guess
now
what?
I mean, I know Jello. This is just summer league, but I mean, if he keeps shooting like this, he's definitely going to make the Hornets roster.
By the way, did you see the Lakers fully signed Mac McClung yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Told you. I hope she. Well, I mean, if she turns into LeVar Ball, that means that Zach Wilson, her eggs, this is awkward. Anyway, Tanner Plummer says it's not a wow. Comment dumb. It's not a coincidence that Zach's mom didn't act like this when they were at BYU.
Mm-hmm.
Fame and money changes people for the worse. Well, I got news for you. The fame part, yes. They've been rich for a long time. The odd thing about the story about Zach Wilson, and a lot of people don't know, is his family were passionate University of Utah fans, and he was essentially on the bus driving to Boise to go to Boise State. Oh, excuse me, Boise State.
Boise.
You can't say it's not Boise, it's Boise State.
Right.
Louisiana. Anyway.
Alabama.
Alabama.
Roll Tide.
You have to slow it down twice. Alabama. Anyway, run, Forrest. The point is, hi.
Wow.
The point is that they've always been rich. The issue is that now her son is the number 2 overall pick in the draft, and all of a sudden you're an influencer?
Apparently.
Doesn't really add up to me. Jeremy Bolton says Lisa Wilson has been posting crazy videos on Instagram for years. I don't think she's changed. I just think more people are noticing her now that Zach's become more famous. Truth.
I refuse to abandon those people.
Austin Lewis says, so does this mean you are 105?
Yes.
No.
Well, that's how it works in the building. Yes, that's how it works.
You just want to give out your... Go ahead, tell me your address.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
I live at 1234 Main Street.
What? Like they're gonna know what they're gonna know what building I'm at?
Well, I mean, it is Harriman. It's not the biggest city in the world.
Yeah, I mean, come on, dude. It's fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
You are a dope. eBay the Silver Surfer. Both women are hot, and I dig hot, and they are sassy hot. Okay. The Love Paranoia says hot moms are real. Truth.
Fire and fury.
Tanner Plummer says, screw you, Monty. I know you hate my guts. Okay. Cameron A. Lamore says, up Growcock, what a legend. Exactly right. eBay the Silver Surfer says, hottest chick besides my mom is AT&T spokesgirl. Okay.
Damn, you really think she's hot? The AT&T spokesgirl.
I got to go look her up.
Yeah, you got to look. I mean, she's cute, but she's not hot, dude. Like no. I don't think that she's hot. Like,
Okay, her name
here's
is
the instant reaction.
Miliana Vaynerchuk.
Okay, who?
Hello? She's Russian, so she's
damn
she's way hot. The daughter of Jewish refugees, she began her career as a child actress shortly after immigrating to the U.S. Her name is Lily Adams that's her name on the commercials? Okay. Miliana Vaynerchuk.
Okay, first of all, she speaks really good English for that being her story. Like, that's impressive.
Okay. She says that she is routinely the object of sexual harassment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, probably because she's hot. Is she hot?
Hot enough to get a deal with AT&T.
Okay, so this is so awkward of me.
Uh-oh.
I think her walk is unattractive.
What? Her walk?
The way a woman walks is important, is it not?
I mean, yes, it is, but I can't say I've ever paid attention to her walk. Does she walk in the commercials?
Yes. It's awkward. It's always been awkward to me.
I'll have to pay attention next time. I can't remember her.
Put on some comfortable shoes. Giggity says, besides my wife, LOL, does your wife follow the show? Because Sofa Surfer said she spins my sugar like you wouldn't believe. Too freaking hot. Curves and those eyes and that smile. I could go on and on and on.
Is he talking? Wait, who's he talking about now?
Oh my God, eBay the Sofa Surfer is talking about the AT&T girl.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Vaynerchub or whatever the frick her name is.
Uh-huh.
eBay also says, Giggity, our Google account is linked, so got to cover myself. Oh, my God. Cameron Alamore. Okay, this is awkward now. He says, I've seen the real Growcock in the flesh.
Really? So you live in Australia?
Oh, he means Corey Growcock. Okay, good. Cody Strickland says, Jessica Biel and Scarlett Johansson love hot girls.
Yes.
Hi.
Yep.
Giggity says, AT&T spokesgirl needs a rack attack. Yeah, probably.
Rack attack!
Yeah, probably. Wow, how did we get here? Scarlett was super hot and lost in translation, eBay Sofa Server says.
Uh-huh.
James Knight says she has big brown eyes.
I think that's HIPAA.
I want it.
I'm
no.
going to leave that alone.
I'm not going to say it.
We're going to go ahead and leave that alone.
Dinner plates.
Wow. Wow.
I'm going to hell. Let's get out of
Wow.
this. Let's talk about the... Okay, wait, real quick, because everybody else... You're welcome. Everybody else now has talked about who they think is hot, and you still have not had a hot chick off the top of your head.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson's hot.
Stop it! You're telling me you don't have your own.
Emma Watson?
Do you people see what I deal with? Emma Watson's not hot.
Yes, okay.
Are you serious right now?
Okay.
You're serious.
Yes.
I said pull the hottest chick off the top of your head.
That's who's on top of my head right now. It's 7 a.m. in the morning, dude.
What does the time of day have to do with it?
Because I don't walk around thinking, okay, let's see. Who's the hottest girl in Hollywood?
I've got two. Jennifer Lawrence, but I know the customers who have shopped at that store saw them out. And Mila's Kunis.
Okay, cool.
Are you kidding me?
I don't... yeah.
Emma Watson is not... She's got like that small face thing.
Okay.
Where like she's got eyes and then her mouth is tiny. And her nose is pointy.
You did say that you wanted a woman who didn't talk that much. So...
Okay, well, that's a good point. That's a good point. But this is because she was in Lord of the Rings or whatever the...
Okay, you move on. You just no.
Is she in Lord of the Rings?
No, she's not. No.
What is she in?
Harry Potter.
Oh, same fucking thing. Are you
It's
serious
not the
right
same
now?
thing. Get the hell out of
Yes, it
here, bro.
is.
That's
Yes, oh my
totally different, dude. This is like you saying you know the plot to Lion King without ever having seen it.
Tell me I didn't.
Like you're best
I nailed
friends with
that.
like Rafiki or some
I know.
stuff.
Well, I have a friend named Rafiki.
No, you don't.
Tell me that I didn't get that right. Well, Finding Nemo. Well, what's that movie about? Going out and finding a guy named Nemo. Tell me I'm wrong. Right? There you go. It is the same thing. Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter is the same movie, just with
No,
different
it
names.
is not.
It is not.
No, it's not.
I know. Anyway, good thing your significant others aren't watching. Yes, true. Oh, there's one more for me that blows my mind. The chick from the 80s in the movie Career Opportunities, Hottest Girl to Ever Live. Okay. Jennifer Connelly, the queen of hotness, all time my number one. Jennifer Connelly's cute. No, Emma Watson is badass and smoking for Harry Potter generation. Well, that's the problem. You're a Harry Potter guy or a Lord of the Rings guy. Same movie.
It's
Tanner
not.
Plummer says, Monty, you
Jesus.
thought Emma Watson was in Lord of the Rings. You're dead to me. Well, it's the same movie. It's the same movie.
It's not.
It is too. This
it's
is
not.
Okay.
It ain't even close.
Miami Vice and Bad Boys are the exact same show and movie.
Okay.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I don't think they're the same.
Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter, same movie.
No, they're
just
not.
like okay.
How are they the same? What do you think is
What's
the same
that
about
stupid
those?
little mongrel in the movie, the alien guy that talks in weird voices like Mikos or whatever the
Gollum?
I don't. You got me.
In Lord of the Rings?
I have a fucking life. I don't watch those movies.
Okay, in Lord of the Rings?
The little monster guy with the hair on top, like a little bit of hair on his head.
In Lord of the Rings, you're talking about.
Maybe
Yeah, the only thing you could be talking about is Gollum in Lord of the Rings.
Gollum. What's his name? Like what? Or like,
Schmeagol?
Schmeagol.
Yeah, Gollum and Schmeagol are
There
the
you
same
go.
person. Yes.
Oh, sorry. How did I not know that?
Idiot.
How did I not know that Gollum and Schmeagol, like Schmeagol Gollum?
Yeah.
Hey, this is my friend Schmeagol and his friend Gollum. They're the same fucking guy, you know? Like,
If you guys ever want to kick it, we'll flow.
how did I not know that?
I don't know.
You know, I should get a life.
Yeah.
You know.
What an idiot!
Monty, chill. You're a 16 Candles man. We're Lord of an HP. Lord, LOFD. Lord of.
LOFD?
Yeah, what's LOFD? I don't know what that means. And Harry Potter, HP. Now I can't get Jennifer Connelly out of my head. Well, you know what, man? I'm assuming you're alone in a car somewhere. Pull over. What do you want from me?
Do you want to set up the meeting?
Jeremy Bolton says nerds. You've never seen Revenge of the Nerds. That was the other
Nope.
movie. We watched The Bourne Identity the other day,
Good.
which my wife hates. Every time a Bourne movie's on, she's like, again? I'm like, yeah, again. You know, LOFR, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. LOFD and Lord of.
I don't know.
I don't know what that means. Okay, that's cool. Okay. No, anybody, stop. If you're going to say bad things about Mila's Kunis, I just, and I
don't give a baker's fuck.
I agree. She doesn't shower, so there could be malodorous issues, but no. Lord of the Rings, Jordan Crabtree says. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, can we talk about the NFC West now? Because frankly, my parents.
All right, we're going to move on here.
Being exposed. Revenge of the Nerds is awesome.
Okay, one
What
of
the
our
F is
dogs
Rush?
is like throwing up in the background, I think.
Okay. Okay, real quick, I promise at some point we might talk NFC West. The other problem with my wife being out of town right now, I have to feed the dogs. I have to take them out. I have to pick up their poop.
It's not good.
You don't realize how much you need your wife until you start doing dishes at night. Okay, I'll move on now.
Yeah.
That's. Hey, Monty, bust out the Porky's movie for Jake. Porky's, really? eBay the Sofa Surfer. Is Terry Rozier a Hornet by the end of next season? Wow. I don't know.
We're talking NBA.
I'm putting, I have a lot of things going on in my life. World peace, nuclear war, and Terry Rozier leaving the Charlotte Hornets. We'll see. They're going to be contenders. They're going to be a playoff team. LaMelo's going to stay healthy, I would think. Jeremy Bolton says, pray to God Mrs. Monty doesn't watch this segment. She fully realizes I say things tongue-in-cheek, even though she does do the dishes. There are things I don't do. Cleaning is one of them. Anyway, that's why. Is it?
What?
Do I want to open this can of worms?
Uh-oh.
Is it too highbrow to have a cleaning person once a month come to your house?
I don't think so.
I mean, do you think Lisa Wilson has a cleaning person?
Oh, there's no doubt. Once a week.